said some brand stuff.
All right, guys. Welcome to Thug Wives. I'm one of your hosts, Noah Harlow Lacrosso. I am joined by South Philly Nene and Danny J in their Philadelphia studio. Hi, guys.
Hi, also known as our bedroom.
Ooh, la la.
Sexy time.
Oh, yeah.
By Foxy in the Nerd Herder studio, and she is feeling sexy and snotty.
I am stoned up on NyQuil and ready to go.
Woohoo! And next to me, as always, is my soulmate, my best friend, and one handsome son of a bitch, Big Vito Lagrasso. How are you tonight, Vito?
Doing good. Just got done with the gym, hanging and banging.
Yeah. We heard all about that on the last show about, you and your baby or whatever else that you do. Hi, guys, everybody in the chat. Thank you for joining us and jumping over with us. Tonight's topic is Foxy's topic that she picked.
Yay.
Which is called I Have an Unpopular Opinion. Now, some of the things we're going to go around and say are unpopular opinions or things that go against what people would think we like. Like, I'll give you a prime example. Everybody knows me as a Disney freak. My least favorite movie on the planet is a Disney movie. Above all other shitty movies I've seen, my least favorite movie is Pinocchio.
You better stop.
I hate Pinocchio, that wooden lion bastard. I don't trust him. I don't like that his nose grows. He all of a sudden he's a human. Like, did anybody ask for you to be a human? Like, his father is definitely past retirement age. Like, seriously, he wants to take care of another mouth to feed? Can't stand Pinocchio. He's a lying wooden bastard. So there you go.
That's not Pinocchio's fault. Geppetto wanted him. So it's Geppetto's fault.
His ass when he was like 30 and carved him out of wood instead of when he's like 80 and carved him out of wood.
You have to give it some leeway because that's Disney's first run at porno.
Stop.
So,
what are you talking about?
Because
I don't know. There's a rumor going around that somebody drew Mickey in a not so nice way, but Walt Disney threw it away because it pissed him off. There's a rumor about that. I don't know if that's true. But anyway, can't stand Pinocchio. So since this is Foxy's topic, Foxy, I will let you go first. Give me your I have an unpopular opinion.
Oh, well, I'm gonna jump off of yours and I'll go Disney with this one. Unpopular opinion, Brave is way better than Frozen.
Oh, no.
No.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my God. Oh, no. God.
I'm going to be Elsa for Halloween.
Make it stop.
I didn't say I hated the movie, but Brave is definitely better.
No.
Wow, John Brody says he hates The Little Mermaid. That's like my life.
Yeah, that's like my favorite movies, The Little Mermaid.
I love The Little Mermaid. It's
Yeah.
one of my favorite movies. Did you ever see The Little Mermaid?
No, what do you think I am?
But you ride the Little Mermaid ride. I
didn't
picture.
ride it.
I picture.
Yeah, you ride the Little Mermaid, right?
I picture.
Oh, my God. Here we go. That did not take long at all.
Nope.
I'm Italian.
You also rode the Frozen ride too.
I didn't ride no Frozen. I get frozen margaritas. That's about it.
And your favorite ride at Magic. It's a small world, and everybody knows
like
it, right, guys?
Bitches that make
Yep. I cried in the Frozen ride. I'm not even ashamed. Cried like a baby.
Every time I cry when I ride that ride.
Oh, God.
Every time. When she sings Let It Go, it touches me.
Oh, yeah. Say me too. I lost my shit.
I lost my shit too. So does the girl. Frankie cries every time.
Does she really?
Mm-hmm.
Aw.
Yes, dear.
Hello, Mr. Danny. How are you?
Oh, very good, Wiggy Wiggy.
How's the buffet this week? Bring Miss.
I got you.
Please.
I got your tail, just yourself. No kids, no wife. Okay, good.
Always pluck up the moose.
He doesn't talk that bad. My buddy Tom, he does not talk that bad, but it's funny. When I go to do the show over there, he's probably going to be coached a little bit, but then it should be fun.
Very good, Mr. Danny. We're glad you have you. The other Mrs. Danny, she should go fly a boomstick. Go away.
We have to wish a happy,
Woo, for you.
we have to wish a happy birthday to Christine's mom, Big Ange, the one that Vito and Dan would sleep with 20 years ago.
Oh, my God. Yes. Happy birthday, Mommy.
Let me see if I can show you real quick.
Oh, God.
Me and my mother-in-law have a thing.
They have a thing.
We have
an inside joke thing.
And give me 2 seconds here. I gotta.
We got to get her on this show, man.
I know. Don't anybody be shitting on Frozen in the chat either. That person, that means something to
Now,
you.
bitches, you need to let that shit go, right?
I'll let you go with one of those right there. Give farm to the. You see that? I got you.
Yeah, I've seen that. Ask Christine about this finger. It's very powerful.
Oh God.
All right. So first off,
This
This is one of the first things I sent her. I don't know if you can see that.
For the finger.
Wow.
Right. So I gave her that.
I saw
That
your
was her.
fold.
Yeah.
That was her first birthday gift, and then this is the second one.
Birthday gift.
Yeah, this is what I get her
He does this to her every year.
every year,
And there's the old Stone Cold salute.
and it says "Happy Birthday." So she gets that.
Well, you know why? Because every time he opens his smart mouth, and which is quite frequently, every time he's in her presence, she probably says, "Fuck you, Dan," like 800 times.
Well, like the
And
one
Flag
time,
gives him the finger.
the one time she
constantly.
was choking really, really bad. She was not choking on food or anything. She was like hacking up a lung. So she's choking. So I rushed to my mother-in-law's aid, and I offered her to light up a cigarette for her or something to that nature so she can really engage the cough. And while she was choking, she was giving me the finger. So
Nice. I like
yes,
that.
yes.
John Brody in the chat says his really unpopular opinion is that both Pat's and Chino's cheesesteaks are terrible. Agreed.
That is not an unpopular opinion at all. Because when you're from this area, you don't really go there.
No.
Like we went to Pat's when I was a kid because my mom knew the owner.
Yeah.
So we got free sandwiches. But
Let's
Philly
not,
One of those things of when you're in Rome, hey.
yeah,
Well,
that's what it is.
That's what it comes.
That's
down
what
to.
it is. So us Philly people, no, we don't really like.
I mean, a lot of
Tito's and
people like
Pat's.
Tony Luke's, but since he's really blown up and became like
Jim
this
Steaks.
thing, but Jim Steaks is where I like to get.
Jim's, yeah, I like Jim's. I like Tony Luke's, but the expansion kind of wore their product out a little bit.
It's a big sellout type of scenario when it comes to Tony Luke's. So
what's going on? How you doing, Kurt? How's everything?
There you go, Kurt. You got Big Vito.
How's everything? Just flexible, make it worthwhile.
There you go. Danny J. Wiki,
yes.
what's your unpopular opinion?
Well, I will go with wrestling for this one. And my unpopular opinion is that I have not a bit of use for either Kevin Owens or Sami Zayn.
That's not an unpopular opinion on this network.
Sami Zayn looks like a cab.
Yes.
Okay. And Kevin Owens looks like he's trying to pick up a basketball game at the local Y.
With younger kids that
And-
are better than him.
Right. I guess to expand it, I mean, that's kind of like really specific, but to expand it, I do not like the WWE at all. Their product in the last 10, 15 years has been complete shit. We literally were at Raw Monday night, and I was bored out of my mind. It was the most horrible show I've seen. The writing's horrible. And when you have little indie shows like Major League Wrestling and Ring Warriors putting on a much better product. Yeah.
Dan, that Ring Warriors thing, that's a definite unpopular opinion there.
That show, I got to give the devil its due. That show has good talent. They have a show worthy of Worldwide Wrestling, 1987. They're doing more than the NWA, which is disheartening to me because I would have thought by now Billy Corgan would have gotten something going for the NWA with it being a core thing, and he's supposed to be bringing back the national title and stuff like that. But it beats the WWE. Meanwhile, the WWE is expanding out into the UK and all kinds of stuff, and they're just repeating their same bullshit across the world.
They're terrible.
It is.
What is your unpopular opinion?
Well, first of all, I got to say, before I give that in the chat, unpopular opinion, Olive Garden is not really an Italian restaurant.
That's popular.
That is a popular opinion.
They're a cult.
They're cool.
Olive Garden is terrible. There are no Italians cooking in that kitchen. Thank you.
Your kitchen, Christine, when you don't cook your bullshit cutlets.
You know what? You saw my cutlets
That's
this
what
week. I posted.
I gesture to give you. He was so
I
mad.
saw Mary Ellen's, just like Dan has seen Mary Ellen's cutlets.
Yeah. All right, so my unpopular opinion, I'm going music. I fucking hate Pearl Jam.
Me
Hate
too.
Wow.
Fucking hate them.
Pearl Jam is the worst band ever. Ever.
They're
Not,
like the last living grunge band ever as well.
yeah, you know what?
Yeah,
Everyone
they
else
are.
died.
Everyone else died. They were
You
real.
know what though? And another thing with that whole scene, not a fan. Not a fan. The only good thing that ever came out of Seattle, in my opinion, was Soundgarden and Stone Temple Pilots.
Love-
Everybody else can go
Granted.
fuck.
No, I'll give you that. I will give you that.
Yep.
I mean, you got to give Alice in Chains.
Oh, I forgot about them.
Yeah.
You got to
yes,
give
me
Alice in
too.
Chains.
Came up. Alice.
But yeah, and I guess technically, if you want to say today, the Foo Fighters are half-assed from that. Yeah, because what's his face was in Nirvana.
They're considered post grunge.
They are. They cleaned
Yes.
up. They had.
They're
soap.
considered post grunge, the era that came directly after grunge that sounded like grunge but wasn't grunge, just before new metal.
Yeah, it's where they got soap. They got soap and they
Yes.
cleaned up.
Okay, so here's my unpopular opinion. I don't find Roman Reigns the least bit attractive, not in the least.
Not unpopular.
Not one. Never, never. I've caught shit over this. I do not find him attractive at all. Obviously, not my type. I like mine Italian, tan, and hairless. Not my type at all. Not interested. Don't find him attractive. That's my unpopular opinion.
I know, I find him attractive, but then he opens his mouth.
But he just doesn't do it for
He was still getting
Yeah,
booed on
uh,
Raw. If you notice,
Yeah, he was getting pops though at the end, remember?
towards that crowd had no idea what they wanted to do.
He
I
got
think they
pops.
were.
I think everybody was just tired.
I think they were just tired. It was such a ridiculous show. I was so like, this is the worst 3 hours of wrestling that you could possibly go through.
Oh, stop.
It was horrible.
It wasn't that bad.
It was that bad.
Stop.
We had the same 4 guys throughout the entire 3 hours.
As far as attraction goes, I'm a Vito sexual. Like, all I want is Vito.
Well, that's nice. That's the way it should be.
I love his place. Vito, what's your unpopular opinion? He's going to be like, I hate my wife. Now, what's your unpopular opinion?
Well, I'll go with what some of you guys said. You know, Raw has been a little bit unwatchable. Some of the stuff is unbearable to watch. The best thing they got going on Raw today is the Bellas and Rousey.
Ugh.
The best angle going on.
Well, that's Ronda Rousey.
It is probably the best angle because you've got to run off of Rousey still being popular, and the Bella's comeback is something that people are looking after. Otherwise, nobody else can give a shit about anything else on that card.
Yeah, nothing
That's
else
about
on the
it.
card. So your opinion's not that unpopular.
I think the SmackDown Evolution segment with Batista and the Evolution where Batista, you know, trying to start an angle with Triple H. I don't know how much that's going to draw, but the product is down because if you're bringing back the guys from 10 years ago, you really have to look at your roster and they're not drawing and they have no drawing power. So that's why they're doing it.
What's your unpopular opinion?
The unpopular opinion. Well, Dan loves Christine's cutlets, and I say Mary Ellen's is the best cutlets. So
Oh my. You never even ate her cutlets. Shut up.
I ate her shit, you bitch.
You did not.
Full of shit. Like, he can never play. Every time he came on Spilling the Reality, he starts talking about wrestling. I said, we don't talk about wrestling on this
Hold on a
show. He
second.
comes on this show. What's he do? He talks about wrestling again.
Well, Dan did
I
too.
brought it up.
Dan started it.
I know. Stan, what is your unpopular opinion?
I don't know.
He said, why do we have him on here?
I haven't figured it out yet.
Because he's pretty.
Ratings, Christine.
Yeah.
We
Because
fly-
he's pretty.
Listen, pal. You wouldn't have ratings without me. You got me to go back and forth
One
with you.
handle. You have one handle. Hi, find me at Nee on Twitter. Thank you. That's it.
Listen, I have other things to do, brother. Brother, I don't spend my days at the pool. And the gym, brother.
And with all fairness, I suck up all the
I
plugs.
appreciate it. I'm glad you're.
Yeah, he sucks up all the plugs.
I
this
suck
guy.
up all the plugs. I got more this week.
Plug anything. Dan's too busy plugging the local Chinese buffet, and then
I plug Foxy at Foxy Foxy. That's
I thought that was going in a totally different direction when you started that sentence.
Yeah,
You
wait.
plug me what?
He said he wanted you as his manager, but I guess he's taking it a step too far. Plugging
Well,
Foxy Foxy.
well, you know those rumors about me.
You have not on podcast land.
Oh, okay.
You're good here. You have unpopular opinions. I mean, you like things that
These
other
people are here for me. Read the chat.
Listen.
They
You
don't
like
like you no more. They want me.
you
How's
like
that make you feel, brother?
No, I do like vanilla over chocolate. That's a big thing. I like to eat, diet foods all the time opposed to fatty foods. I refuse to eat fast food.
I feel
just
like
not my
it's such
thing.
a talk down when you say that. I prefer
I do prefer.
diet food.
Then
As
why ask me to
opposed
say anything?
about your food preference? Oh, Danielle's here for Foxy and Noel.
Aw.
How you doing, Danielle?
Oh.
Unpopular opinion.
Hey,
He does not like Andrew Dice Clay.
Uh-huh.
Who
This is
about
not the place to say that.
God? I thought we were friends. You don't like Dice? That's an unpopular opinion on this channel. This is the channel O Dice.
I don't know.
Vito's like Dice 24/7.
Guys are fucking unbelievable.
Unbelievable. All right, Foxy, we're back to you. Unpopular opinion.
Heath Ledger's Joker is overrated.
Yes.
Oh.
Opinion.
Nah, that's horrible. I will have to say, and I don't like to go. I don't like to go with like the majority and stuff like that, but
No.
he did amazing work as the Joker.
For the movie, yes. But for
Well, just wasn't
everybody,
doing for him for 7-Eleven.
no, for
the movie.
for the whole world to claim him as the end all be all of Jokers just because he dropped dead is a bit unfair.
Well, a lot of people when they drop dead, they get grandeur. I mean, unfortunately,
I know,
that's why.
and I
That's
like
why.
that.
That's why half the Hall of Fame are dead people because they died and then they got put in.
Touche.
Yes.
I think Jack Nicholson and Mark Hamill have the market cornered on the Joker. Prove me wrong.
Cesar Romano is mine.
I got news for you. I like Kevin Michael Richardson as the Joker. He was a Joker in The Batman.
Wait a minute. Just in. Vito's dress gimmick in the WWE is more entertaining than today's product. You're absolutely right.
And it says Noel's right. Yes, I think your time on SmackDown is way more entertaining than anything they have today. You had the King Booker stuff, William Regal. It's so much good stuff on there.
And
Well, you know what though? You just mentioned a bunch of people who are no longer around anymore. And part of it is the writing, but part of it is the actual talent being used today. And I guarantee you, talent is not produced today the way they were 20 years ago in training or anything else.
You're right, Dan. Dan,
Yeah.
unpopular opinion.
I'm not good looking. Very
Oh, this
unpopular.
motherfucker.
I have no idea. An unpopular.
You're so prepared for this topic. We had like
I had no idea up until 5 minutes ago. You told me when you went live, and I was like,
I told you it earlier.
You said maybe.
posted it on their staff group page.
Oh my God.
I don't know. I don't follow anybody or anything.
Dan's unpopular opinion.
Unpopular opinion. No, seriously. I don't really have that many unpopular because I don't like to get into it with people because I don't like to get disgusted. Seriously, but I guess an unpopular. I like Clay Aiken. That's about as unpopular as it gets.
If you hear what my unpopular opinion is, it goes right along those lines. Neen, unpopular opinion.
In the great sauce versus gravy debate, I am a gravy person.
Ah, gravy.
I think that's unpopular. I think it's unpopular. I think most people want to call it sauce, but it's not.
That's because all the Mexicans call it sauce, and the Italians don't give a shit because we know it's gravy.
Yeah, I mean,
That when Christine makes it, it's mud.
Oh, go ahead and keep talking shit.
when she shows up at the door, because Big Ange
Go
buys her a
ahead.
ticket, you're gonna be sorry.
I smacked her and little Ange.
Oh, little Ange?
Little
Or
Ange.
Big Ange?
Wow.
You don't want to mess with little Ange. She'll cut you.
Nah,
Gold cock ya.
me and Dan will take her out just to spite you. She ain't coming home.
Now, you know, Big Ange,
Your opinion.
Big Ange and Mel are coming down there in a few months.
Yeah, they're coming down.
Yeah, bring it on. Bring it on.
I hope you have a lot of bingo ready because that's
Stop
what my
it.
mother likes.
Wow.
Bingo.
Wow.
Bingo.
You better stop.
Bingo and 35-year-old pictures.
So is today's your mother's birthday legit?
Yes,
Yes.
legit it is.
Yes, it is.
I
Yep.
gotta go on Facebook and make a post.
Yeah, you go ahead and do that.
It'll probably say Dan and I think, because it's always Vito's always Dan and I.
Yeah, this way it gives me a chance to duck when she throws something at Dan.
Dan and I. All right, here's my next unpopular opinion. I love the music of Milli Vanilli.
Oh my God.
I don't care. I don't care if it's not them. I don't care if it's some backup band. I love the music of Milli Vanilli. You can hate me now.
That's really unpopular.
Wow. Yeah, that is.
That's grossly
I
unpopular.
blame it on the
I
rain.
love
What
it.
do you want me to do?
It's not
Oh
even-
my God.
It's not even their music.
I
Yeah,
know.
man.
I still like it. It's okay for me.
You
Like,
should like the guy that sang it.
if I knew him, I would like his music. I'd be there. I heard he's some studio artist or something. I'm down with it. It's okay. You know what? Like the Gorillas, they have animated things playing their music. I still
Mhm.
like that. So you know what?
Good.
Have animated things singing their songs. I still with me. You know,
Oh, yeah.
I love animatronics. I like the Rock-afire explosion from the old Showbiz Pizza. They were animatronics with other people's voices. I think it's okay. Unpopular opinion, but it's long. Vito, unpopular opinion.
All right, I'm gonna go pizza here. Papa John's or Pizza Hut. I'm gonna say Papa John's.
Are you going popular?
You said over. Wait, you
He
said
said-
over Pizza Hut?
Yes.
Yeah, probably.
Really,
I
though?
don't like either one.
Really,
Pizza Hut
though?
has stuffed crust.
But you
Wait a
gotta
minute.
explain
Wait
to
a
you
minute.
that down here,
Wait.
Pizza Hut or Papa John's tastes like deli pizza down here. It doesn't.
is
It's not
that
like
good,
there.
guys. I'm telling you, the Papa John down the street,
It's ridiculous.
they are off the hook.
See, up here, they put sugar in their pizza sauce,
Mhm.
which is nasty. And this makes it a nasty pizza.
Yeah, it's not the same. It's not the same down here as it is there. It's
No, the pizza's
completely
totally
different.
different. And I
From the man whose father had a pizza shop. Really?
Yeah, that's coming from a pizza
But I-
expert.
But I'm telling you, if I didn't like it, I'd crush it. But like I do like it, and I think it's good.
Everybody down here goes to Papa John's instead of going to like that Deluce or whatever.
Yeah, we have a pizza and we have a Marco's pizza.
Marco's.
and Papa John's all the way.
Unpopular opinion: tartar sauce is horrible.
No, it's not.
No, it's
You like-
not. I love me some tartar sauce. Stop it.
I like
Stop that craziness.
I never touch it.
Florida is terrible. Depends where you go.
Depends where you go. Just
Depends
like
where you go.
Christine's cutlets. I mean, you need steak sauce just to cover the taste.
Oh my God. I can't with this man.
Dude, I
I
swear,
really can't.
he's the only guy I know that goes to Disney World and takes pictures of the cutlets to break your balls instead of the characters. Guy paid like $100 a seat for a character dinner, and he goes and he's like, "I need your phone. I got to take pictures of the cutlets, break these balls." Like Cinderella over here and all these characters buffet taking pictures of the cutlets.
I seen the Wicked Witch. I stopped for her. I said, "You know, Christine Bojan."
You know what?
He asked the ugly stepsisters if they knew you.
Yeah. I know.
I did.
I believe it.
And when the evil stepmother came out, Vito
Yeah.
goes, "It's Christine's mom!" Like really loud. Enough that
Aw.
People were like, what is he talking about even?
and he asked her, "Are you Christine's mom?" Like he really like did this the
That's
whole
right.
time.
And then when
we
they
were
said,
there.
"Who is your sponsor?" I said, "Mr. Danny." Mr. Danny.
I'm done with this guy. He tortures my soul. It's not nice.
Are you next? Did you give an unpopular opinion? I lost track when we talked about this.
No, he said Papa John's.
Yeah, he did.
Fox's turn. Foxy,
go ahead.
unpopular opinion.
Okay, well, you guys pretty much know my musical taste, but I think Nickelback isn't too bad of a band.
Yeah. Broke.
No, they're not bad. They get a bad rap. They're not
Yeah, they
bad.
do.
There's some songs that are good, but you have to take them for what they are.
Yeah.
They can't hang with certain people.
Right.
Yeah,
That's
like Avril
what it
Lavigne.
is. They can hang with Avril Lavigne, right? That's the girl, right?
That's who he was married to, but they got a divorce.
yeah.
But I think Maroon 5 would kick their ass.
Oh, yes.
I love
Fucking A, they would.
I love it.
I think they would even get beat up by Train, and nobody even talks about them.
Oh my.
There's an oldie. Train.
Train.
I'm
I think
just,
they have a hit like once every 5 years.
just reading.
That's about it. But are consistent.
Dan, what is your next unpopular opinion?
This is actually a very unpopular opinion. I like, not love, but really, really like the Daredevil with Ben Affleck.
Wow, you're like the only one on earth that likes Daredevil.
Wow.
Ben Affleck doesn't even like Daredevil,
No, he hates it.
and I have to like call him up and say, Ben, no, it's good. It really is good. It's the director's cut was even better, but they did not put out a bad movie at all. It was watchable. It was enjoyable. If you're going to say something's bad, you got to look at Green Lantern. But Daredevil was a decent movie, and I challenge anybody who likes good music, check out the Daredevil soundtrack.
Yes.
It is a good soundtrack.
Soundtrack
Yes, it
rocks.
I beg
Yes.
to differ on the Green Lantern thing, okay? Because Ryan Reynolds in that suit makes up for everything else that happened in that movie. Thank you.
Movie was horrible.
Is that your unpopular opinion, Nina?
No, actually, my unpopular opinion is I have no interest in ever watching Sons of Anarchy or Game of Thrones ever. I could care less.
Wow, really? I thought you would watch Sons of Anarchy.
I don't watch them either. No.
Yeah, I don't watch them either. Maybe it's not unpopular. Maybe we just don't watch it.
Yep.
You know, it's funny. We haven't watched Breaking Bad.
No.
We haven't watched So-Called Sal. We haven't watched any of those movies or shows.
I didn't watch
Same.
it either.
Oh, maybe it's not that unpopular then.
Me neither. The only one I've ever watched is Game of Thrones.
I never
I
watched Game of Thrones.
don't watch
My
it.
husband doesn't really watch TV.
Well, I've read the book, so I kind of got suckered into it.
You don't watch. You don't watch episodic television shows. I've heard a little. My unpopular opinion.
It's that one finger that kills Christine. And
Stop.
It was your pinky, you jerk face.
my arm just now. Okay, here's my unpopular opinion. I thought you were going to do it again. I flinched. I was so scared. Because it hurt. My unpopular opinion is I think The Adventures of Ford Fairlane with Andrew Dice Clay is an excellent movie, and I enjoyed every second of it.
You're the only
I
one.
like that movie
What?
too.
I
Shut
love
up.
that
I love
movie.
that.
No.
I loved it. Stop. Stop.
All
That
right.
movie's great. It's campy. It's perfect. I
It
love
is.
it. I could watch it every day.
I watched it at nauseum when I was a kid.
Yeah,
Mhm.
Yep.
please love that movie. We'll always love that
Yep.
movie too. Don't you? Adventures of Ford Fairlane, Andrew Dice
yes,
Clay.
honey.
I wanted to-
Actually, Noelle.
Yes.
See, you'll get this. Tell me Zuzu Petals does not look like Christy Kiss.
Oh yeah, agreed.
Right?
100% agree.
Jesus.
I really think that's true. Don said every day in junior high school. We watched that movie constantly. I love that.
Mhm.
movie. Maybe it's not an unpopular opinion. Well, Dan hates it, but everybody
I
else,
don't like it.
unpopular opinion. Big Vito.
I have an unpopular opinion. Now, I've been watching some stuff while I'm doing cardio in the gym. I have an hour to kill. So I might as well watch some stuff on my phone or a YouTube. And I've been watching a lot of Seagal stuff, like the best of the bad guys who kick ass guys. But one guy, we got Bruce Lee, we got Chuck Norris, Seagal, Stallone. We have a bunch of guys that watch Pesci, De Niro. But there's one guy who is a kick-ass, badass son of a bitch that nobody mentioned. And I am a fan of. That's Billy Jack.
Who?
Oh,
Oh, from the 70s? From the 70s.
yeah.
Billy Jack. Yeah.
Jim, he's got that calm, cool demeanor. And he is one kick-ass son of a bitch that will break you in half. And just like he's got this calm about him, he goes out, does his business, then walks away. I don't like
He was an American Indian, right?
Yeah.
American history.
Yeah.
If you go on YouTube and you watch the best of Billy Jack and you
Yeah.
watch his fight scenes, they are really, really good.
I don't think it's an unpopular opinion. I think it's just kind of like a lot of people don't know about it. Like
It's obscure.
yeah, it's very like an obscure reference, but
Yeah.
But you know what, guys? Like if you talk about tough guys, everybody brings up Chuck Norris against Bruce Lee. That was like the matchup. Then you bring up like the early UFC days when they used to be able to fight. And you talk about Seagal when in his heyday. You talk about Stallone in First Blood and all the stuff that he did. Talk about Schwarzenegger, Stallone. There's a couple other guys, but like when you talk about that era, nobody mentions Billy Jack, and that guy was a badass son of a bitch. You even can bring that up in the 70s, early 60s, when you're talking about Batman and Robin, Kato, and stuff like that.
well,
As
Kato
guys,
was
was Bruce Lee,
Bruce
but like
Lee.
nobody ever
Yes.
set that up. But that is one aspect of badass that nobody brings up, in my opinion. Might be unpopular. Billy Jack and rank up there with the best of them.
coming off that, like as an unpopular opinion, I like campy Batman from the 60s better than I like dark Batman from now.
The 60s,
I love campy Batman.
60s Batman was the original Batman. You believed it, it was real, and that's the way it was.
When we're not out on Saturday nights, that's my night. I go on MeTV
Yeah, and
I watch Batman, Battlestar Galactica, Night Stalker.
I watch Star Trek.
We've been very popular on Saturday night.
Yeah, I haven't been able to get home in time for a lot of stuff.
I love classic Batman. I can watch, and Russo's the same way. He's another classic Batman guy. I can watch classic Batman all day. Foxy, give me another unpopular opinion.
I hate the movie Hocus Pocus.
And this shocks the shit out of me because I don't like Hocus Pocus either.
I
That's a
fucking
cute movie.
hate that movie.
I've
That's a
seen
movie.
it once, maybe twice.
I
No,
just
it-
don't-
You've seen it more than once. or
yeah,
twice.
no.
I hate the movie. I hate the
Yeah, I
hype around the movie.
I've seen it 4 times with Ava alone.
Well, that's because you watched it with Ava.
Dan, another unpopular opinion.
It's back to movies. It's back to Marvel. I personally find absolutely nothing wrong with Amazing Spider-Man 2, which turned out to be the lowest grossing movie of Marvel in the last few years. It's not a part of the MCU, but Andrew Garfield in that movie, you had Jamie Foxx as Electro, and you had what's her face, Emma Stone as Gwen Stacy. They pulled off the death of Gwen Stacy in that movie. It was a good movie. I found nothing wrong with it. Where people say, hey, it was a low-grossing movie because it stunk, I say it was a low-grossing movie because of the high ticket sales and the ability to download movies.
John Brody says he thinks both of the Amazing Spider-Mans were terrible.
John, you're not a Spider-Man guy, so therefore we will not take your opinion with this chat. But okay, good.
Danny says she watched Hocus Pocus for the first time Sunday. It was okay, but it shouldn't get all the hype. Agreed. Let's see. Big Josh wasn't a fan of Jessica Simpson as Daisy Duke. Neither was I. The ref brings up a good one. Unpopular opinion. The original Walking Tall with Bo Fenson was better than The Rock's remake. That's a pretty good
I didn't see the first one, the original.
Wasn't
one,
it Joe Don Baker?
I don't remember.
I thought that was Joe Don Baker that played in Walking Tall, was it not?
No, I don't remember.
Get on the Google and check that. I think it was Joe Don Baker, but I mean, Dwayne Johnson's Walking Tall was a very good adaptation, I thought.
You like that movie. You watch that a
No,
lot.
it's a good
Walking
movie.
Tall. Neat.
Yeah.
Unpopular opinion.
Unpopular opinion. Okay. Everybody knows I'm a big soap opera fan. I think that soap opera actors and actresses are very underrated.
I would agree with that.
I do too.
That's got to be a hard.
I think people think that they're cheesy, and I think people don't take them seriously as actors. But they probably have the hardest job of any actor. Think of like the amount of dialogue they have to remember. Could you imagine? I couldn't do that.
Oh, there you go, back. You sorry, we lost your screen. Say that one more time.
Oh, I said, imagine the amount of dialogue that they have to remember. Like I could never do that.
Dan, it was confirmed. It's Joe Don Baker. And
I have it right here. Yes, Joe Don Baker.
Yeah, they said it right in the chat. I'm trying to think of what my last unpopular opinion would be. Very hard. I like a lot of things. I don't dislike too many things. I don't know. Yeah, but I brought up Pinocchio. I hate Pinocchio because he's a wooden, long-nosed bastard that flies.
It's just terrible.
Unpopular opinion. Well, here's my unpopular opinion. And there's a big debate going about to go to Epcot. They replaced the Maelstrom ride with the Frozen ride, and everybody was mad. They wanted the Maelstrom ride to come back. I like the Frozen ride better. I think it's better. It's done better. It's more fun than the other one. The other one was a little bit kind of boring. I mean, it was neat, but it was very old school. And I like the new layover, so I like the Frozen ride as opposed to the Maelstrom. You want to fight about it? All right. Okay. I'm an asshole. I'm going to give Vito the last one. Vito gets the last shot. Vito,
Okay.
the last unpopular opinion.
I think the pro athletes in every sport, the wrestling, the baseball, the basketball, football, hockey, I think that the old training regimen, the way you used to train back in the day, is the better way to train than using all the modern technology that we have today, because back then, when you trained the old style way, you didn't get hurt and pull muscles as much. With today's, scientific results and everybody doing things with different kinds of machines and different kind of results and metrics and analytics, the human body is made to break down more than it was before. I am for old school training as opposed to the new style. And if you ever notice in baseball, a lot of pitchers that have Tommy John surgery, but back then, nobody had Tommy John surgery. Everybody's arm was strong. Football, you never had that many injuries. Everybody was tough, and you could go through it. If you look at the wrestling game, how many guys pull shoulders out, break arms, necks, everything. But when you broke in then, you were built and ready to wrestle, and you were thick, and you were trained a certain way.
You know what that reminds me of when you say that, the trading? Remember when Rocky fought the Russian, Ivan Drago? I remember Rocky, old school, like tough guy.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Right? And then Ivan Drago had all the machines and he was.
Well, you know what, though? I think what happens is when you do old school training, there's an emotional content that is involved. You are pushing yourself to get the needed result. Whereas when you're using technology, you are relying on the equipment alone to be producing it because that's what's expected. So I don't think you're emotionally into what you're doing when you're using the technology in that aspect.
That sounds like something we deal with every day at work.
Yeah, it does.
People and technology.
You know?
People in technology, sometimes it's not a thing.
Dan,
Some people should not be allowed to be on a computer.
Amen, sister.
Dan, when you talk about stuff like that, I can still go in the gym today and at the drop of a dime, I could drop 500 squats like it's nothing, and then go do my cardio, and then go do my workout, and then like still train the old school way. And I believe in it, and it works. My body never broke down like those guys' bodies break down today.
Well, you know what, though, too, and I think a big problem is, too, if you go back to yesteryear versus now, pro wrestling, we'll use it as an example, they are putting out bodybuilders as actors. They are not putting out wrestlers. They are not training to the aspect of what you have wrestling. That's why if you watch indie shows, if you watch shows like Impact Wrestling, if you watch shows like Ring Warriors, if you watch shows like, it's an unpopular opinion, but I think the show's a good show. If you're watching MLW, which is quickly my favorite wrestling program to watch, they're putting out wrestlers on that level. And I think it's because, one, they're not getting paid millions of dollars. I think, two, they're not worried about having bodybuilders. They're worried about having wrestlers. And in the professional wrestling, it's very rare to see somebody that can wrestle. Everybody's a spot monkey nowadays. And I think today's fan is conditioned to that, to watch spots. Whereas I don't see anybody just doing a classic wrestling match, wearing somebody down. I was watching Bobby Eaton versus Nikita Koloff for the TV title the other day. And I'm like, you would never be able to get this match over by today's fans. And it was a phenomenal match.
Now, there's something that Foxy can relate to. Was when Damien first broke into business, I was ahead of him and I helped him train, and he always looked up to me. I always tough on him. But he saw the way I trained. And then when he wanted to get ready for the most important match of his life, and when he had his retirement match and wanted to win the campaign, he called me up and said, Vito, how can I go and train, and how can I get my body to look a certain way? I said, well, you got to do X, Y, Z, and he did it, and it probably was the best he looked, the best shape he was in, the best wrestling he did at the end of his career. And he was doing the indies with all the guys who were on the end. But when you go to that stuff that you know works, and I'm not boasting, but I stuck to my regimen. I stuck with what I knew. I never changed anything, and that's kept me going. And then when guys don't like the way you train because it's not the modern tech or not nothing, hey, it's not going to get you anywhere, because the new way is not the great way. The old way is the right way, and that's the way stars are built.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I'm going to let Dan plug first. So everybody just sit back and relax, Dan.
Are we doing
Smoke him if you got him.
Foxy right now?
Yeah, it's Foxy, and Foxy time. Dan.
All right, so DJB Productions on YouTube, it's growing so largely. This Saturday, live on YouTube, Season 4, Episode 1 of That Way Cool Wrestling Show. We will have former NWA, WCW, WWF superstar Ricky Santana on the show with us. He's going to be talking live with us on the show. We're going to be talking about all aspects of wrestling. We're going to touch on some of his stuff, some of the people he's trained, that type of thing. So that's Season 4 opener. That's this Saturday morning at 9 a.m. on YouTube, right at DJB Productions. You can go to thatwaycoolwrestlingshow.com and see those shows. Also on the channel, we have DJs After Dark. It's our runaway hit. We're doing a lot of great shows with that. We have more episodes coming up. We have a brand new show coming out called Capes Not Included, which is going to be all comic books. It's going to be all superheroes and stuff like that. That's something you're going to want to check out on the YouTube channel, as well as amongst other shows that are in the works and in talks. Go to the Facebook pages, That Way Cool Wrestling Show, DJs After Dark. You can go to Lost in Saturday Mornings, which we will be coming back very, very soon. Noelle and I are sitting down and getting everything together with that, as well as just simply go to djbproductions.com. Check us out right there. You can book me for all live events as an MC, DJ, whatever, if you're in the Delaware County area. And
How about you say the Philadelphia area?
Because I don't go to Philadelphia.
Oh, shut up. He'll go if the money's right.
If the money's right, I'll go to Florida.
They'll fly you in.
I'll do it.
Broomstick, she doesn't need a fly.
You know what? If I had a broomstick, I'd shove it right up your ass.
If I had a broomstick, shove it up your ass.
And subscribe. You're going to subscribe to the channel. I'm trying to get the subscriptions up so I can change the URL. So please subscribe.
All right, Neen.
Oh, here it is. This will be long.
Neen, do your plug, honey.
It's not my fault, okay? All my social media handles are South Philly Neen. That's all you got to know. I'm here on Wednesday nights. I don't need more than that because I'm fabulous.
Has a website too.
What's that?
No.
Oh, yes. SouthPhillyNeen.com. Well, wait. I am, as Bella would say, I am flancy.
You're flancy, though.
I'm flancy.
And she'll star in her new show, Dog Cages Not Included.
Oh,
Yes, son, yeah.
I knew the show wouldn't get by without one
Stop
dog.
it.
The show's not complete
yes.
without a dog cage reference.
Right? So I am Flancy. That is a combination of fabulous and fancy,
Here
as tagged by Bella.
comes Vito's favorite part of the show, Foxy. Can you do
Oh, dear God.
Go, girl, get it. Get it,
You
girl.
you can find me on Twitter, Snapchat, and Instagram at Viva Foxy Foxy, and Facebook.com/FoxyFoxy, and VivaFoxyFoxy.blogspot.com. That's FoxyFoxy. I'm watching him lip sync as I do this. Oh, this is great. I
Look how much funk you had tonight when you do it because I was with you. Yeah, look at that.
Foxy?
All that charisma you were throwing out there.
know. That's just the NyQuil.
Would it be so cool to do Thug Wives on location at the Grotto?
I want that to happen.
Oh my God.
We're still looking.
Grown up vacation.
Seriously, the second we get a house, you guys got to come down and we'll do Thug Wives. And then you can stay with us.
Totally have to.
Yes.
Stay with us and do Thug Wives. Because flights are cheap as hell. Totally cheap. Come down for a weekend and we'll do a live Thug Wives.
Mr. Danny,
Dude,
what's the buffet?
Oh, I will pack my buffet food in a suitcase.
Get on chopsticks,
Wiki.
bro.
Wiki. I'll pack Tom. I'll bring Tom with me. Tom will serve me as I'm doing
That'd
it.
be awesome. We'll bring Tom. Tom
That's
can
it.
cook for us.
Tom can cook.
Do your plugs, my love.
Babe, why don't you close the show and do my plugs for me, girl? You know, because I love when you do
What is
it.
this? I'm already the producer. I got to do your plugs too.
Yeah, do the
You
plugs.
can't, you're not going to Foxy yourself?
Foxy at Viva La Foxy because it's just Foxy. And then, you know, in on his national-wide tour of I Love Wrestling. And then keen on a broomstick at South Philly Knee, I'll fly over your house and rain on your parade.com. And then, of course, we have
Fucker.
It's kind of creative, though.
That was a little creative.
It was a little creative, though.
Don't encourage him, Foxy.
What's your last plug, my love?
if everyone could go to the Big Vito brand and subscribe, everyone like the Big Vito brand and like them. If everybody goes to slimevito.com, check out what we have there. It's a great site. I want to thank everybody for the past couple of weeks for all the appreciation of greatly appreciate help promoting it. It was really a thrilling thing for me to do. And it was good to have my wife and best friend on my side while I was doing it. She got the experience, the glamour, and the glitz. She kept asking me, aren't you nervous? Aren't you this?
I
No.
get nervous for Vito if he ties his shoe. Like, I just want everything he does to turn out so good because he takes such good care of me.
So,
I want everything good to happen to
so
him.
everything wound up going good. I did the. She goes, where are you going? I said, I have to pre-tan before the shower so I can get ready so I have a
It
fresh
took
tan
him
on.
longer to get ready than it took me. But it's
Fashion,
okay.
face mask.
Unpopular opinion. It takes women a long time to get ready because that's not true. It takes Vito 2 hours more than me.
This guy takes a long time to get ready for something, too.
It takes a lot to keep this going.
Dan cuts his hair when
Dan has those
I
fat.
cut it tonight.
he cuts his own hair.
I know he does. It looks good.
All right, let me
Fade.
wrap this sucker up with the real plugs here. You ready? All right, guys, go to bigvito.com. We update that every 24. Will you pose? I can't do the. Thank you. Bigvito.com. We update that every 24 hours. Go to harlowinc.com. I hate you.
He's such an ass.
Go to harlowinc.com. That's where you can find all my stuff. Make sure, guys, we are really trying to build our Facebook page. Facebook.com/BigVito brand. On Tuesdays, we are going to try to go live, and we are going to. I hate it.
He better stop.
We are going to try to bring fans on live on Tuesdays on Facebook so they can come on and talk to us live. So make sure that you go and you like that. You'll get the notification when we go live, and then you will be able to chat with me and Vito. Make sure you check us out on the Russo brand on the Realm Network. Vito's show airs Monday, Getting Color, and Foxy and I's show airs Thursday, Spilling the Reality, and we're also on iTunes, Google Play, and Spotify on Saturdays. Also, Big Vito merchandise is available on HarlowInc and BigVito.com. Make sure you hit like, subscribe, leave us a comment. Let us know what we can do for the show. Give us a topic. Give us a game to play. Comment below. That hurt my back. Comment below. Yeah, hurt my back on that one. Comment below. And we are finished. So everybody, we will see you back here next week with Thug Wives. We love you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.